What is going on, Pokemon fans? Welcome back to JD's Nerdverse. We're doing a playthrough today of Pokemon Blue with Porygon. Porygon is the virtual Pokemon. It's the first ever virtual reality Pokemon. So it's 3D, it's kind of cubic looking, and it's honestly not the worst Pokemon ever, but it's not the best. We name ourselves JD, because that's my name. My name is JD. And we're going to name our rival Trash, because he is trash and so is this Pokemon. Well, it's not the worst Pokemon ever, like I said, but it's got some bad things. It's also got some good things going on with it. Before I get started into this, please make sure you subscribe, make sure you like, make sure you comment. Involvement in the video helps the algorithm out with YouTube, so I really appreciate it. And we get the potion to start the game. We go, "Hi Mom, bye Mom," and we go in the grass, and Professor Oak comes and finds us, and he's going to give us a Pokemon. Now, we use the Universal Pokemon Randomizer to change Venus or a Bulbasaur into Porygon. There really wasn't a good option. We get access to Psychic, we get access to Dry Attack, we get access to Thunderbolt, so it wasn't a great option, but I haven't faced a Charizard in a while, so I decided I'm going to go ahead and face a Charizard. So we're going to name Porygon. I actually had a great idea to name Porygon binary in what his number is, because he's like a digital Pokemon. So I was like, that'd be great, but I forgot you could not do numbers in Generation 1 in the name. So he's just 3D. Yeah, so we're going to get our first rival battle going here. And like I said, our rival chose Charmander. And here comes our rival. Our rival sucks. He's trash. And we're going to kick his butt. So we use Sharpen. Sharpen ups our attack by one stage, which gets immediately countered by Charmander using Growl. Tackle isn't doing much, but Tackle is a stab move. So we get the pretty convincing win, and we move on to Bug Forest. In Bug Forest, there's not much to talk about, but we will go over our stats. So our HP is 65, our attack is 60, defense is 70, special is 75, and speed is 40. So if you have not already, I recommend checking out my prediction video where I went over this in a little more depth. But looking at this, our best stat is special at 75. Our second best stat is defense, which for these two stats are not very good. It's a fully evolved Pokemon, so we're not gonna get like a big boost later in the game. And the one main thing about this Pokemon is this Pokemon's speed is absolute garbage. Okay, 40 speed. You think something digital stuff moves pretty fast, but speed is not very good with this Pokemon, and it's a complete hindrance for most of the game. But the rest of the stats are not the worst stats ever, but there's also not a lot of there's not a one good stat in here that stands out. Special is 75, which is only 5 more than our defense, and our defense is only 10 more than our attack, and HP is kind of somewhere in the middle of all that. So those aren't great, and then, like I said, speed is a garbage is a garbage number. So it does dictate some of our moves later. So yeah, you'll see our moveset here in a little bit, and even though our moveset can be quite diverse, it is limited because of these stats. Physical attack, we can't do much with physical attack because of the fact that we just don't have a high physical attack. We also can't do much with special, even though we have some good move diversity here. We don't have anything that coincides really well with or we don't have a high special, so it nerfs a lot of the moves that would in any other playthrough be extremely good and great. But that's our move set. So we're gonna beat this last bug trainer here, and we're gonna go ahead and face the Million Light Years trainer. The Million Light Years trainer will come out with a Diglett. We're going to use Sharpen to up our attack because we won't be able to do... Diglett's not very good. He's very frail. But Sandshrew has great defense. So we did that so that we would do a little bit more damage. We did get Sand attacked, so that's not fun. But all we got to do is really hit him 1 or 2 more times. Just got to hit him one time. Got him one time. One time, get the knockout. Very good. We're not even over leveled right now. We're only level 13. And then we're facing our Brock. So I accidentally skipped over the second rival fight. It was a pretty one-sided affair, so I'll say that. Wakanda forever! So we're facing Brock. We're not much higher level than Brock. I thought I might have to get a little bit higher level initially when I thought about this playthrough. But, so what Sharpen does, so here's what Sharpen's doing. I haven't gone to the moveset, so that's why I haven't touched on it. But Sharpen acts like Meditate. It ups your attack stat by 1 stage. Okay? There's another move on there, Conversion, which won't work. It won't help us right now, so I'm not going to use it. But we're using Tackle. Tackle is a stab move with same type of attack bonus. So it's doing more than what its base is. The base 35 move, it's actually with stab, it's over 50. So Brock is a rock type gym leader. He doesn't do a lot of damage, but with the combination of stab and a combination of sharpen, we are able to get through Brock, and we move on to Route 3, where now I'm going to go over our moveset. Our moveset, we start off with this tackle. I already went over that. 35 base power, 95% accurate. It is stab, so it's about 53 base power. Sharpen is not a bad move. It ups our attack by 1 stage, so it's good. So we can always, in any battle, we can always just do that on the first Pokemon and sweep a team. Conversion is very weird, and it actually gets a use in this playthrough. I'll go over that more when it happens. But basically what it does, it converts your Pokemon, converts Porygon into the opposition's type. So there's some benefits to that, and I'll go over that whenever we do it. Psybeam is 65 base power, 100% accurate. We get that level 23. Very useful. We have our best stat, like I said, is special. It's not a great stat, but it is special. So Psybeam will work very well with that. It's weird that we learn this considering we're not Psychic type, but Psybeam nonetheless is a much better move and a better upgrade over Tackle. Not much of an upgrade, but it is an upgrade over Tackle. We also get Recover. Recover has a little bit of a shelf life, but we need more type coverage than we need ability to heal ourselves. If we didn't have other options, it'd be a great move to have for stall out purposes or whatever, but we have better options than Recover. Agility is going to replace Sharpen. As much as Sharpen is cool that it ups our attack stat, Agility ups our speed, and our worst stat is our speed, not our attack stat. So yeah, and also the Agility and Sharpen will both do this, but Agility will do the badge boost glitch, and what that does is it ups all the other stats by 12.5% with a corresponding badge. And Agility, Sharpen will do that too, but Agility will up our speed so we can outspeed things, so we are less likely to get hit. There's a lot more benefits to Agility than Sharpen. Sharpen is great. If we had like a better attack stat, it might trump it, but Agility, we have to get our speed up and to get by some Pokemon or some trainers in this game. Okay. At level 42, we get Tri-Attack. Tri-Attack is a physical damaging move. However, it does do fire, ice, and electric damage. It is 80 base power, 100% accurate. It is a stab move, so it's 120 base power. So it's probably our best level up moveset for sure. This Pokemon, I mean, you got to counter like our stats and stuff, but I think even with our stats, I think Tri-Attack's still better. But we do have a much more broad moveset coming, and we'll go over that in Mount Moon, but that's our moveset. And we beat this trainer. And in Mount Moon, we come across our TM moveset. TM moveset with this Pokemon is pretty broad, so I'll have to go over it pretty quickly, but let's go from top to bottom. We start out with Toxic. Toxic is not a move I'm going to use in this playthrough. If we didn't have any type coverage, I might resort to some Toxic strategies, but we don't need to use that in this playthrough. The next two moves are stab moves, Takedown and Double Edge. They are stab, so it's 1.5 times the power listed there. So Takedown's 135 and Double Edge would be 150. The problem I have with both these moves is, one, stab moves are physical with this Pokemon, so they don't do as much damage, so it plays off our physical strategy, or our physical stats. And also, Double Edge and Takedown do recoil, so it does, like, I think it's like a quarter of whatever we deal, the opposition deals to us. Not the worst thing in the grand scheme of things, but we have so much other moves that give us type diversity, we don't really need to go for strategies like that. So we're probably not going to use Takedown or Double Edge in this playthrough at all. Double Edge would probably be a last resort kind of thing, but there's a better move I can use as a last resort that doesn't give us recoil. So I'll go over that in a minute. Ice Beam is a really good move, 95 base power, 100% accurate. It is one of the best moves in the game, in my opinion. It really just pretty much makes one Elite Four trainer obsolete because you have it, and he's probably one of the toughest ones to get through if you don't have a move that can cover all this. So also Blizzard is 120 base power. It's a more powerful version of Ice Beam, it's just less accurate, and so you just gotta say, can you live without that accuracy is a big question. Hyper Beam is the next one. It's 150 base power, 220 with stab. I decided not 225. I'm sorry. I decided to not go the route of this one because it takes too much time to get. It is 90% accurate, so it's not very accurate either, and it does take a turn to recharge because so much energy put out that you have to skip a turn. Rage is also a move we could use. If we had it early, it'd be great because it is stab. but we don't, so there's kind of no point using it. All right, and then we get Thunderbolt after we beat Lieutenant Surge. 95 base power, 100% accurate move. So we're starting to get some good type coverage here. Thunderbolt takes care of what's his name, Gyarados, and takes care of your rival's Pidgeot. So, and any other flying type or water type you come across, like Lorelei. So it really does help, and it does give you some very good coverage. Thunder is a more powerful version of Thunderbolt, but a way less accurate version of Thunderbolt. So we'll not be using this playthrough. Psychic is the next move. Psychic's 90 base power, 100% accurate. It does give you some very good coverage. We don't have any stab out of it, so it's not super powerful, but it's a pretty decent move. That'll give you some great coverage for the Elite Four, give you a couple gyms that gets nerfed because of this. So yeah, Psychic is a very good move to have at this point, this juncture in the game. Teleport, it will not be used. Mimic, we could have used Mimic in this playthrough if we wanted to, but we already had two badge boosting moves we could have used, so Mimic wouldn't have been used there. And there's not really a move we can Mimic that would make any of the fights better that I can think of, except for maybe one. But I'd have to delete a move to get that, and I can't get the move back in Generation 1. There's no like, you can't relearn a move you've already had and deleted. So you have a one-time shot at it. And I could not find a spot where adding or using Mimic would have been beneficial from that moment and going forward. Double Team is outlawed in this playthrough. Reflect, not going to use. Buy gets used for like 2 minutes, and you'll see why here in a little bit. Swift does not does get used in this playthrough. It is a actually I'm sorry, it does not get used in this playthrough because we go for the type coverage, not the same type attack bonus. So good move though. 60 base power, 100 actually it's it doesn't miss. It doesn't even matter if you have like if you get like Sand Attack, it doesn't miss. That's what's nice about it. Skull Bash does not get used. It is stab though. It takes 2 turns and it's garbage in my opinion. I'll never use it again unless I absolutely have to and I come across a Pokemon that does not have another move. Rest does not get used. It could have been used in this playthrough, but does not. Thunder Wave, Psy Wave does not get used. Dry Attack does definitely get used. It is a stab move, so it's 120 base power with stab. 80 base power with stab, it's 120. 100% accurate, and it does fire, electric, and ice damage. So very good move to have. We have that pretty much till the end of the game to have a good physical move with no recoil. And then Substitute and Flash, we do not use in this playthrough. So with those moves, that move set, I want you to comment down below. I gotta keep one move so that I can do the badge boost. So I'm gonna keep Agility. I've already kind of mentioned that. I want you to write down what you think will be the in-game move set. Comment down below, and the first one gets it right, I'll give you a thumbs up. All right, and yeah, so we're going on to the final 2 battles in Mount Moon. And we're going to get these battles done. So I'm running low on power points, so I'm really utilizing my badge boosting or stat boosting so that I can just one-shot everything. So I just did like 6 sharpens, 1 shot on the Rattata, and I missed, and I missed again. Fun stuff. And we're not confused anymore. Very good. Get the knockout. And now we have one more person, Super Duper Nerd, and we want to we don't want to miss with any of them. Let's just put it that way. And so now we're going to badge boost again. Sharpen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And tackle should be a one-shot on all of them. Gets our stat completely boosted. And Mount Moon wasn't too difficult. It was a lot of extra battles in there because I knew I want to get to a certain level. We want to get to level 23 to get Psybeam. Okay. So we get the Dome Fossil. All hail the Dome Fossil. I thought I'd tell you because if I didn't tell you, you're going to ask anyway. Actually, ask anyway. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. There we go. Comments are great. If you comment, that really shows you supporting this channel because that gets the algorithm going. Now, right now we're in Misty's gym and we're fighting these trainers here. The trainers aren't an issue. We can sharpen and get our attack boosted and beat them pretty easily, and they're not going to do anything to us. Now, Misty is a unique Pokemon. Misty's Water type, and her final Pokemon is Water Psychic. Okay? So, there's a strategy in here that I mentioned in my prediction video, and that is using conversion. So, Misty has high special, and she has Water Gun, and she'll have Bubble Beam and Water Gun on Starmie. So, Staryu will just have Water Gun. So, a strategy here is if you convert to Water type, her AI will view us as water and will no longer use the move Water Gun or Bubble Beam. Now you're going to see here Water Gun's doing a decent amount of damage, Okay, I'm already below half health, and I don't even outspeed the Staryu. Okay, so Starmie is definitely going to outspeed me. And Bubble Beam it knocks me out. I don't know if it would have been a one-shot from what health, but it does a lot of damage. So we're going to try it again. And this is where conversion comes in handy. Is if on the first Pokemon, Staryu, I convert to Water type, that means that Staryu and Starmie will only use Tackle for the rest of the battle. And I didn't do that on this strategy. I waited too long. I should have done it first. So and it utilizes her lesser stat of Tackle. It's not a stab move. It's not Water type. It's normal. I'm normal, so I kind of am neutral to it. Doesn't do a lot of damage to me. And so now I'm going for Bide with this one to see if we can accumulate some damage. Which he goes for X attack. She goes for X attack, so nothing happened. Does about half damage. We have to have a lot more damage to use Bide to win this battle. So this is the second attempt, and now we're gonna go back and do this again. Again, the strategy here, I should have gone and fought our rival first, but I was trying to get to level 23 to get Psybeam, so that I can beat our rival a little bit better. Okay, so we're gonna try this again. First move, conversion. Okay, now less damage is being done. I can use Sharpen up my attack as much as possible, as high as possible, and we did like what, 4 there. So we're going in with way more health than we had before, 42 health. Now I'm gonna go for Bide. And all the tackles that Starmie does are going to be accumulated. I went for Bide again. I should have gone for Tackle, honestly. And now we're going to go for Tackle. And we get very close to a knockout, but we don't because it gets a critical hit. So the strategy there is sound. We just got to click the right things. So this takes up a little more time than I would like. But the goal here is I want to be able to knock this person, beat Misty and be done with it and move on. I really wish we kind of would have got Water Gun. That would have been helpful. So we converted, and now we're upping our attack stat. Very good. One more. And one more here. And then we're going to go for Tackle again. Okay, almost, it's a 2-shot, and we have a little bit less health than we did the last battle, but now I'm just going to go for Tackle and not accumulate more damage, and in those moves, I just want to knock them out. So that's what happens here. We get the win on our 4th attempt with Misty, and you're going to notice this throughout the game. We actually right there get Psybeam, and we're deleting conversion. Conversion has no use going forward. Okay, so we delete Psybeam, we get it, and we beat Misty on 4 attempts. And you're going to notice a lot of the gym leaders and a lot of the big battles in this game do not get done on the first try. So now we're going to face our rival. This is our 3rd rival fight. I'm going to go for Psybeam. Psybeam will be a 2-shot. We just don't want to get sand attacked. And right before his dying breath, Pidgeot gets a freaking sand attack off, and now it screws up our attack. Awesome. So now we're going to go ahead and just continue setting up on Abra. We can do as many Sharpens as we want. Abra cannot hit us, cannot attack us. It's just going to use Teleport, because that's the only move it has. So we're going to go for Tackle. It's a 1-shot in the Abra. And attack, we're going to just go for Tackle again. It's a 1-shot. If we hit, it's a 1-shot. That's not the problem. The problem is we just don't have a lot of... So we just did Leer there. It actually does boost my attack some more. So Bide can be done whether your sand attack's on or not. So we almost get the knockout here, but we don't, and we have to lose and take another reset, and we're going to go back and do this again. So now we're going to face our rival again and again. We want to knock out Pidgeotto as fast as humanly possible. It's going to sand attack us. It does that stupid strategy every time. And now we're missing, and we're starting off so bad because you got 2 sand attacks off, not just 1, 2. And Psybeam is not getting the knockout. It's just Pidgeotto is just a very difficult Pokemon to start with because it's very tough. And the fact that we're normal type doesn't help. And we don't have Thunderbolt yet, so we can't just 1-shot it and move on. We have to actually beat the Pokemon before, and hopefully do it before it gets sand attacks off. And I just don't want to. There we go. And we're just going to knock out the Charmander. Tackle. Just get one more tackle. Very good. It's very lucky there because we could have got sand attack screwed. So this is Nugget Bridge. At the end of Nugget Bridge, there's a prize. And so I want to give you guys a prize today. And I'm just telling you about some other YouTubers that I really personally enjoy watching. Kind of got me into YouTube. And I hope you will enjoy them as well. One is JRose11. All these are in my comment section down below, or my description. So if you want to go check out them, or maybe I missed one just because I'm talking, you can go check them out down below. Their links are down below. So the first 2 I will talk about is JRose11 and Scott's Thoughts. JRose11 does play the games significantly different than I do. But he did get me into it because watching his videos made me enjoy Pokemon a little bit more than I already did. And I wanted to do Pokemon videos as well. The next one is Scott's Thoughts. He's very analytical. Plays a little bit closer to the way I play it. Does very good with the developer side. I'm not a developer. I'm just a guy who likes Pokemon, and I like to talk about it. So that's what I do. But he's the one that got me into it. There's a couple other ones out there that are like my peers in this. Squidgy does great Gen 2 content. And Eggsceptional does exceptional, no pun intended, third generation content with Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green. And there's a bunch of other ones out there. You check them out down below. There are a lot of good YouTubers out there that are put out Pokemon content, maybe even better than mine. I'm not even going to lie about that because I don't know all the techie side of it. I just know how to play the game, ins and outs of the game, and I just enjoy playing Pokemon. So this battle right here, we'll get into this battle, we'll win this battle, and we beat the Rocket. Now we're going to face our final rival, well, not the final one, but the rival fight on SSN, and he comes out with a Pidgeotto. Again, we just want to knock this son of a gun out. Okay, we're going to use Sharpen, upper attack by a stage. Tackle will be a 2-shot. Luckily, he did not get a sand attack off, so very good. Okay, Psybeam is a 2-shot. As long as we can hit, very good. We have a very low health right now, so we're going to go for Tackle. It's a 1-shot in the Kadabra. And we're going to learn Recover. It's great timing that we learn Recover because now we can use Recover and in this battle to recover some of our health. And he hits us, but we're going to recover our health. And Psybeam is going to get the 1-shot. We would have hung on to Recover a little bit longer, but we beat our rival fight and we move on to the next. Lieutenant Surge, the Trash Man. Okay, Lieutenant Surge is the electric gym leader. He is trash because he makes his route through trash, so he therefore is trash. And the first battle here, we just don't make good decisions. So the first battle, we just go for the knockout of Voltorb with Psybeam. We don't do any kind of setup. This Pokemon, pretty much you need to set up all the time. If I were to go through again, it'd be a lot more setup for a lot more important battles like this one. Okay, so now we get paralyzed, and we'll still knock out Pikachu, but we have to deal with now the Raichu. And Raichu's not gonna be an easy knockout. Electric Pokemon do not have good physical defense, but we don't have a really high attack stat right now, so it doesn't counter that very well. And we couldn't recover there, so we get the loss against Lieutenant Surge. One of our very few losses in the history of this channel to Lieutenant Surge, but a loss nonetheless. So now we're going to go in again, and with Voltorb, we should be setting up. Okay, so now we're going to set up on the Voltorb. We're going to Sharpen a couple times. He's going to go for X-Speed, kind of pointless. But we get the knockout with Voltorb. One hit, Pikachu. Because X-Speed on Pikachu. So we're coming into Raichu, not paralyzed, with more health, and we're gonna it makes us a 2-shot. Thunderbolt does a lot to us, however, we get the win and we move on to Rock Tunnel. Now, beating Surge gave us Thunderbolt, so that's really nice. And these will all be 1-shots as long as we can get the attack off, because Rock Pokemon don't have good special. And you're going to hear that again as a theme that comes out with Giovanni here. Rock Pokemon do not have great special, so special moves do a lot. Now, I decided in this playthrough that I should go for Erica right as soon as I get out of Rock Tunnel. And the reason why I thought that is because I have 2 attacks that should do pretty well against grass types. The first one is Psychic, because a lot of grass types, except for one grass type in Gen 1, that's Tangela, are grass poison. Okay, so Poison's weak to Psychic. So pretty powerful move. The only downside to that is I don't have a high special. So it's not as powerful as it could be. So a lot of these single stage Pokemon like Bellsprout and Oddish are going down pretty easy to Psychic and or Tri-Attack. And the other option, reason I went this route is because Tri-Attack does fire, ice, and electric damage. So it can have a good effect on grass Pokemon because it has the fire and ice element. So that's why I thought it would be great to use this as well. So that being said, I went into Erica's gym thinking this could probably be a pretty easy win. I can move on. I don't have to worry about it ever again. But like I said, Tri-Attack does well. It's getting a lot of knockouts, or at least a lot of 2-hit knockouts in the process. But the problem with this move is it's not as powerful as it needs to be, or at least my stats aren't as powerful. It could be a combination of both. You'll see why here in a minute. I'm going to face Erica. And I try a couple iterations of the battle just to see what happens, and to no avail. Does not result in winning the battle. We don't have the speed. We don't have enough things. And I've actually, at this point in the game, given about 3 Carbos to Porygon to help improve its speed. So that's one thing that I've actually already done. Not all of them. I've only done about 2 or 3, and we might have gone a level here or there, but not as much as we need. Okay, and Psychic and Tri-Attack are not essentially being one-shots. That one was, but essentially just not being one-shots consistently. So we go out and heal, and we come back, and we're going to face Erica. Now, I've already told you we're going to lose this, so spoiler alert, we're going to lose this. Okay, because we don't, first off, we don't outspeed Vileplume, or Victory Bell. Okay, that's the first thing. And he goes for Wrap. So he could just do Wrap the rest of the game and probably beat us, but Razor Leaf does a little bit more. So Psychic does a little over half. So it's 2-shot, that's great, but we don't go first, so we got to at least take damage twice. And then Tangela gets us an Abide, and like I said, we don't have anything to one-shot Tangela either. So Tri-Attack did okay there as a 2-shot. And Vileplume would also be a 2-shot, but this is where sleep strategies come in, this is where poison strategies come in, and not going first really hinders that. Okay, I think we might have actually gone first against Vileplume, so I will correct myself there. But now we're just going to be like, okay, well, Psychic's not one-shotting this thing. Let's try and go for Tri-Attack. However, Tri-Attack is not going to go for it either, and I misclicked there and go for Thunderbolt, so I'm just going to restart this because I messed up. So this is our, essentially our third attempt, but the second attempt didn't go well, but that was because of a misclick. That had nothing to do with the Pokemon itself. So we're going to try for Erica again, and this time we're going to go for Sharpen. Sharpen's going to boost our attack by a stage, hoping making Tri-Attack better, but instead he goes for sleep strategies, puts us to sleep. Now he poisons us, and it's just a battle really of just like, now I'm down to 39 health. I got to knock out these other 2 Pokemon in like 1 hit to have a chance at potentially winning this battle, and I get put in bind. I'm already poisoned. It's just continuous bad luck with this fight. We do get the 2-shot. We have 3 health left. She heals, but we knock it out 1 hit. Unless we can knock this out 1 hit, it's not going to happen. So I decided to take my wounds and just go face something else, and I'll circle back when I'm higher level. So now we're in I'm not Lieutenant Surge. We're in Giovanni's hideout. The trainers in here are not hard at all. They're actually great experience. I should have done this first. It'd give me a lot better chance to beat Erica. We'd have been higher speed. We'd had higher special. We'd had higher everything with the amount of levels we get in here. But we move on and we face Giovanni. Giovanni's not going to be tough. Why? He has bad special. And Psychic, as much, I don't know why we're going for Tri-Attack. I think I just want to see how much it did. Tri-Attack does about 1/4, and Psychic will be a 1-shot. Very good. And then last but not least, we face Kangaskdan. I don't know. I just don't go for Thunderbolt, but we get to knock out with 2 shots. Very easy Giovanni fight, and we move on to our 5th rival fight, or as Jaywers11 calls it, Rival Fivel. But he's actually talking about the Silphco rival. So we're going to go for Thunderbolt. It's a 1-shot, very good. And this will be a series of, I believe it's a series of 1-shots, very good. Gyarados comes out. Thunderbolt, very good. Okay, Mr. Spoons comes out. Tri-Attack, very good. And Mr. Flametail, aka Charmeleon. Looks like he's on skates. And we don't get the 1-shot, but we do get the 2-shot. Knock it out, and move on to KangaskDan. Now, KangaskDan you'd think would be extremely easy. It actually is pretty easy, based on what I've dealt with lately. But Psychic is a good move, and they are Psychic. They are Poison type, so Psychic moves are like 2-shots or 1-shots. So very easy Koga battle. I've had easier Koga battles, and luckily we took no damage at this point because Weezing goes for this, which means he outsped us. So he went for self-destruct. We hung on, we got the win, and we move on to our 6th rival fight, or the one that Jaywers11 calls Rival Fivel. Pidgeot comes out. Thunderbolt is not a 1-shot. It's a 2-shot. Gets paralyzed, so nothing happens. So since it's paralyzed, we're going to go for Agility. It just goes for Whirlwind, which is pointless. Quick Attack, which is also pointless. Did very little damage. So now we're set up, and we just undid our badge boost right there. So awesome. Tri-Attack will be a 3-shot. We do get poisoned. Thank God. I'd rather get poisoned than put to sleep, so pick your poison there, no pun intended. Thunderbolt will be a 1-shot on Gyarados. And this is where our not having a very high stab move is like costing us, because that should have been a 1-shot with Alakazam, a physical move, but it didn't. Thunderbolt will be a 2-shot on Charizard. If he went for any attacking move, we'd have lost there, but we get the win. We'll take the win, and we'll move on to our 2nd Giovanni fight. So we're moving through the Giovanni fights and our rival fights pretty quick here. Giovanni, this will be just as easy as the first. We're going to set up, though, just to make sure we have as much as we can to make sure we outspeed everything. And Psychic should be a one-shot because it's a poison type. Very good. KangaskDan, Thunderbolt will be a two-shot. It gets paralyzed and goes for rage. Very good. And so our last two Pokemon here are Rhyhorn, which Psychic should one-shot. Nope, it doesn't. Again, low special stat. Not awesome. And Psychic on the Nidoqueen. Very bulky. It's a very bulky Pokemon, but we get the knockout. And we move on to Erica again. Now, I'm a little bit higher level here, and this is what's also very crazy. You're going to look at this, and you're going to look at this and see exactly what I'm going to see. That we are much higher level. We were 34 when we fought before. Now we're 44, and Psychic still doesn't one-shot. How insane is that Psychic does not one-shot? If Erica would have gone for Sleep Powder, we still would have been at risk of losing this battle. We're still at risk now, I guess, technically, because Vileplume can go for it, but I think Psychic might get the one-shot. It does. Not even a critical hit, and we beat Erica finally and move on. Never thought I'd say those words in my life, but we finally beat Erica and move on, and now we're facing Sabrina. Sabrina is the Psychic gym leader, so she's going to come out with her whip, and she's going to bring out Kadabra. We're going to do the badge boost with agility to make sure we outspeed, but we're also upping our attack stat. So that Kadabra can be a one-shot. Mr. Mime can be a one-shot. Venomoth can also be a one-shot. And the big kahuna himself, Mr. Super Spoons, Alakazam gets one-shot. And we beat Sabrina with her whip. And that is where the badge boost really comes in handy. And now we're facing Blaine. Blaine comes out with his fire Pokemon. And again, we want to do the same exact thing. Setup. Agility will help us outspeed. It'll make sure our physical damaging move do more damage. Once we beat him, we will get a boost in our special attack. So Tri-Attack's a one-shot after a badge boost, and we just leveled up, so just undid the badge boost, but still, being able to get a two-shot on the Ponyta, very good. Rapidash will not be a one-shot for sure, but we do get a two-shot, very good. We have a lot of health going into Arcanine. Takedown will do a little bit of damage to himself. We don't have anything that does a lot of damage to him. Thunderbolt gets the knockout. We get burned, but we get the win. And the last gym leader is Giovanni, the ground type trainer. His ground type Pokemon have very low special, so we just got a badge boost to get our special up a little bit, and this will be a clean sweep. Agility 1, Agility 2. He went for guard spec, so we're probably going to win this now. Agility 3 and Psychic. One knockout on the Rhyhorn, one hit knockout on the Dugtrio, one hit knockout on the Nidoqueen, one hit knockout on the Nidoking, very good. And we lost our badge boost. Now we should still outspeed, but we lost our badge boost. Right on. Does Tail Whip us, which boosts our stats back up again. So we get the easy win against Giovanni number 3. And we move on to our 7th rival fight. It's a rival right before the Elite Four. So with our rival, we're going to go ahead and he's going to come out with a Pidgeot. Against Pidgeot, we want to go for agility. He can't really do much to it. So go for wing attack. He can't. There's no sand attack. There's nothing like that. So we just want to boost our attack so we can knock out one hit knockout on the Pidgeot. Psychic should be a one hit on the Rhyhorn. Very good. Execute. Try attack. Hopefully is a one shot. It's not, but we just don't get hit anything. He tried to seat us. Okay, Gyarados. Now we just got hit with the level up, so our badge boost just got undone. But Tri-Attack will be a it'll be a 3 hit because of Reflect. But we get the, we're going to Healing Loop here. And Thunderbolt gets a knockout, very good. And then Charizard comes out, it's a flying type now. So Thunderbolt will be pretty effective, but it's not a one-shot. But because it went for Rage, we win the battle. And we move on to the Elite Four. But before we go into the Elite Four, I want to show you guys the stats of this Pokemon. So we're at level 59. I think somewhere along the line, I missed a rare candy, and I don't remember where it was, but I'm not going to harp on it. I can't go back and find it because I can't remember every playthrough I have and where I did and did not miss a rare candy. I think it was on the SSN with the where the gentleman is and his rare candies. But I saved 3 rare candies so we don't level up in the middle of battle. And our our health is 181 hit points. Not very high, and we're only level 59. So that's the thing about this Pokemon. This Pokemon's had a rough playthrough, but we don't need a super high level with this Pokemon to win. Okay? That's what's kind of nice about having badge boost, is you don't need a high level to win games all the time, win battles. So our attack stat is 101, so it's not great, but it's not bad. Okay? Our defense is 125, which is pretty decent for the Elite Four. Doesn't really help us any for a lot of things. Speed is 84, which is garbage, but that's why we have agility. And specials 127. So obviously specials are our best stat. It's not a good stat. I've had Pokemon play through and they're like 190 and 180. I think Flareon was like a 181 physical attack and like 175 special. So very high special with other Pokemon, not so much with this one. But that's why they invented the badge boost. And then when you look at the moveset, so if you put a comment down below about the moveset, and that was very fast, so I want to go back just a second. I'm trying to get it so it, come on, there we go. So that's our moveset. We're going to go with Psychic, Thunderbolt, Agility, and Tri-Attack. The reason why I want this route is Psychic will do very well against, what's her name, Agatha, and we need Psychic for that, and we've already used it, so we can't delete it. Thunderbolt will do very well against Lorelei, and Psychic will do pretty well against Bruno, and Tri-Attack will do well against some physical moves like from our rival fight, like it's Alakazam. So, and Agility does the badge boost. So that's why we want this route, and that's why we're going with this route with this moveset. So, go ahead and make sure this game is saved. We're saving it right now just in case we lose the Lorelei, and let's do this. So the first trainer, obviously, against in Elite Four is Lorelei, and she is a powerful Ice-type trainer, okay? She's also a redhead, which is nice. So we're going to go ahead and set up Agility. Takedown doesn't do much from Dugong. He goes for rest to heal himself, so it gives us plenty of time to get a good setup in. We actually got an extra one in that we didn't need. Thunderbolt does not get the one-shot, but we do get the knockout. Cloyster comes out, very weak, very low special. Get the one shot. It's a super effective attack. Get the one shot with Slowbro. Jinx is also one shot, and with Lapras coming out, we just got to go for Thunderbolt. Got to hit twice. Body Slam does nothing. We get the knockout. Very quick, very easy win against Lorelei and her Pokemon. And a great setup opportunity. So I'm gonna go and go for Bruno. And we don't talk about Bruno very much, but Bruno. He does have a team that can be problematic for normal types, but because normal types have great coverage, it's actually not that bad. So now we're going for the badge boost, get our speed up, because he does have some fast Pokemon. Psychic will be a one-shot on the Onix. And we level up, so we lose a lot of that, but we still keep the speed. So Thunderbolt will be a one-shot on the Hitmonchan. Psychic will be a one-shot on Hitmonlee. Psychic should be another one-shot on the Onix. And the only question is, do we one-shot to Machamp? We do not, but he goes for Leer, which ups our defense anyway, or ups our stats anyway, and we get the win against Bruno. Then we move on to Agatha, and Agatha has what's called the Agatha Lottery. Okay, she can put you to sleep, she can paralyze you, poison you, or confuse you. So we got to get prepared for this, and we're also going to save, because there's no guarantee against Agatha. And unless you knock her out on the first hit, this Gengar is going to try to put us to sleep, and we got to try to counter that. So the first thing first, Agatha comes out. We don't outspeed, so I try to go for Agility and puts to sleep, and I don't know why I was going for Confusion. She can just use Dream Eater to knock me completely out, but she does not. So I wake up, and we go back, put back to sleep, and so this is what I mean. She can mess up your world very quickly without prejudice. She'll just screw you up, okay? So we're going to try it again. We're going to go ahead and make the second attempt at this, and we're going to come out with our same Pokemon. And Psychic is not a one-shot, it's a two-shot, so we definitely need the badge boost to beat this Pokemon. And we wake up, very good. We get one Agility in. Yeah, we're going to lose this battle again. So there's our second loss to Agatha. And we're going to try Agatha again. Okay? It's not that we can't beat her, it's just that we have to get past the first Pokemon. And with her AI, it's just randomized. So the smart thing to do, if I was Agatha, I would always go for Hypnosis. I always do it. Now she switches out, which I don't know why, but that gives us a perfect opportunity to set up. So Psychic is still not a one-shot, but we do outspeed now, so we are going first. That's good. Golbat comes out. We are outspeeding. We are confused, so we hit ourselves. But we hit ourselves twice, actually. But now Psychic won't be a one-shot, because like I said, our badge boost kind of got undone by Haze. But we get the knockout. And I'm going to go for Psychic. It's a two-shot. We get confused again. But we get the knockout nonetheless. We have Arbok coming up. And he just did Screech, so that actually upped our attack and our special, so very good. And then Gengar comes out, and now see how much more damage that it's doing now. It's because of that badge boost. And then we get the knockout. So very, very tricky, I don't want to say lucky battle, but very inconsistent battle with Agatha because of all of her status conditionings and confusings and things like that. So now we're going to heal up, and we're going to face... Lance. Now, we made a mistake here. I don't think we added Ice Beam yet. So, we're going to save, and we're going to go ahead and fight this battle. but we forgot to use Ice Beam. So we need Ice Beam to win this battle, okay? Because I think I'm thinking here I can just go for this and go for broken and not have a big deal on me. But we still need it, and we're going to need it. And we get through that one. We go through Tri Attack. It's not a one-shot. It's a two-shot. So that means it's going to be a two-shot on the Dragonair. It's number 2. And unless we get lucky, and we're not going to get lucky. Whenever that lucky Aerodactyl comes out, Thunderbolt is a one-shot. We do get lucky there. Dragonite comes out, and Psychic is not going to be enough, and Hyper Beam is going to knock us out. So, very easy lesson there. Just go for, get the thing we need. We don't really need Psychic to beat anything of our rivals anymore. So we don't need Psychic, so we can delete Psychic, which should be the move we go for here. Let's make sure we go for the right one. It should be Psychic. Delete Psychic. Don't delete Tri-Attack, okay. Psychic, we don't need it anymore. We've gotten past what we need to get past with Psychic. So, all good there. And I don't need to use that the last rare candy. So now I'm just going to go face Lance. And with Ice Beam, this is a completely different complexion of this battle. Okay? So now with Ice Beam, I think we should just go ahead and knock out Thunderbolt. Or we should have just gone for Thunderbolt there. Okay? We knock out now. And now we can set up on the Dragonair. Nothing it has can super duper do a lot of damage except for maybe enough Dragon Rages. But now it's going to be a clean sweep of the entire team. Aerodactyl will go down to 1 Thunderbolt, and then Dragonite will go down to an Ice Beam. Very good. We beat the Dragon Master himself, and now all we have left is our rival fight. We don't need Psychics. Okay, so we have Ice Beam now. Ice Beam will do well against a couple Pokemon on his team. And now it's all about getting the battle done. Alright? It's all about getting the battle done here. So, we save, and we go ahead and face our rival. Now, as usual, it's coming out with a Pidgeot. Okay, my strategy lately is knock out the Pidgeot and set up on a different Pokemon. However, I think we might just go for agility just to make sure we outspeed a couple things. Alakazam is a very fast Pokemon. So now we see that he's going for a Sky Attack, so let's knock him out before he gets that done. And now Alakazam comes out, and he gets hit with a 2-shot Tri Attack. He does nothing, he reflects, that's good. Okay. And we're going to go for one more agility, and I'm just hoping he does another Leer. It'll give us a little bit more of a boost. So our everything's boosted now, and now Ice Beam will be a knockout. So we didn't get an extra boost, but it's fine. Ice Beam will be a 2-shot on the Executor. All of our stats are boosted right now, so we're doing really well. Thunderbolt will be a 1-shot on a Gyarados. He goes down in 1 shot because he's super weak to electric. We level up, so we don't have that boost anymore, but we do. Oh man, Fire Spin's dangerous, so we could actually be here forever if he outspeeds us. So he still outspeeds us, but we get the knockout nonetheless. So I'm clicking this thing as fast as humanly possible. Click, 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 click. Because I'm looking dead on my prediction of 1 hour and 25 to 30 minutes, or 1 hour and 20 to 25 minutes. And we're looking like dead on with that. I don't want to creep into the 1 hour and 25 minute mark. So go ahead and get the knockout, and we get the win. 1 hour and 24 minutes and 25 seconds. Very good time for this Pokemon that had garbage stats. It did have some good badge boosting, did have some good things going its way, had a great move pool, but at the end of the day, the stats of this Pokemon were not great, and it definitely showed. You guys saw that. But it also shows the power of badge boost. Like, this Pokemon should be nowhere near this with its stats. It's just like, I'll give another Pokemon this is kind of similar to, but it had a better badge boosting move, and that was Farfetch'd. Farfetch'd, you could just, any battle you went into, if you can get off 1 or 2 sword dances, you can sweep an entire team very easy with that Pokemon, and that had the worst stats of all flying types in Gen 1. So, good comparison, but this one had a way broader moveset with a slightly less powerful badge boosting move. Swords Dance is much better with Farfetch'd. This one had, both of them weren't bad, like I said. Sharpen was okay, up their attack, and but agility up their speed, which we needed more speed near the end of the game than we did that. So that's the video. That was the playthrough. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Our next playthrough will be Ammonite and Amistar. That's our next playthrough, and that'll be airing next Monday. So tell me what you think, and have a good one, and I'll see you on Monday.